Hi, how are you? We are doing the thought of the day, and it's interesting because I found something which is like it says 10 points. This is a thought on business, right? That is what the thought of the day is on, and it's kind of cold in Delhi, and I'm just like wearing my sweater, and there's some sunshine at the back, which I'll enjoy after making this video. All right, so the thought of the day, right? So this is on business, and I think we should do more thoughts on business because I mean eventually we want to learn more about business and how to be better at business, right? All right, cool. So let's do it. So it says 10 points on business, right? So you cannot bring prosperity. So the 10 points. The first point says you cannot bring prosperity by discouraging thrift. You cannot bring prosperity by discouraging thrift. What was thrift? I think thrift is being economical or yeah, you cannot bring prosperity by discouraging thrift, right? So that's the first thought. The thrift is being frugal, if I'm not wrong. All right, I may be wrong, I'm not sure about this, but cool. So let's look at point number 2. You cannot strengthen the weak by weakening the strong. You cannot strengthen the weak by weakening the strong. That's an interesting one because what this basically says, in case you want to make the weaker stronger, you cannot weaken the strong. So the strong has to be strong. I mean, in fact, people who are strong can actually help the weak. So that makes sense. You cannot help small men by tearing down big men, which is largely the same thing as a preceding point. You cannot help the poor by destroying the rich. Wow, it's largely they all mean the same thing. You cannot lift the wage earner by pulling down the wage payer. Okay, you cannot keep out of trouble by spending more than your income. This is interesting. You cannot keep out of trouble by spending more than your income. I don't know how do people actually spend more than their income. I mean, I've had periods of financial where things have been good financially. I've had periods where things haven't been that good financially. But the one thing that has been there is that I haven't really spent more than my income. I got a credit card post 30 years of age, and even then I always pay the credit card on time, and I've never defaulted. So I don't know how do people end up spending more than income and end up accumulating debt. Debt is a horrible thing. Don't ever accumulate debt. At least not personal debt. Business debt is a different thing, which I don't have the authority to speak on. But personal debt is a really bad thing. You cannot further the brotherhood of man by inciting class hatred. Well, that's what's happening in India, and even around the world. I mean, this is an interesting one. You cannot further the brotherhood of men by inciting class hatred. That's still happening in the 21st century around the world because there are politicians whose sole agenda is to. Although I thought these thoughts were in businesses, but we are actually talking about politics. You cannot further the brotherhood of man by inciting class hatred. This basically means things like racism, which divide people from each other. This basically means things like the caste system in India, which divide people on the basis of a social casteist hierarchy, which is horrendous, right? Anything that divides men from other men is vice, is evil. You cannot establish social security on borrowed money. Makes sense? You cannot build character and courage by taking away a man's initiative and independence. You cannot build character and courage by taking away a man's initiative and independence. I think this is a thought that all corporates should pay attention to. In case they want to encourage character and courage, they should encourage people making mistakes. Because in at least the corporate world, mistakes are not rewarded. Mistakes are not even respected. While mistakes should be respected. For example, if you want to learn anything new for that matter, you will make mistakes. It's obvious. It's a part of the fucking process. So we should encourage initiative and independence if we want to build character and courage. This is a good thought. And the 10th point by William J. H. Boydker. William J. H. Boydker is, you cannot help men permanently by doing for them what they could and should do for themselves. There's a beautiful thought that if you want to help a man for one time, give him money. to give him money to buy fish. If you want to help him permanently, teach him how to fish. So that's the derivation of this thought. You cannot help him permanently by doing for them what they could and should do for themselves. So in case you want to help someone for a long time, teach them how to do stuff that they should be doing themselves, right? All right, so that was the thought of the day. It's actually 10 points. It's called 10 points. The thought of the day is called 10 points by William J.H. Boytka, and it was a bunch of thoughts, very interesting bunch of thoughts, and they were about politics. They were about the one that I really liked out of these 10 points was the last one. You cannot help men permanently by doing for them what they could and should do for themselves. That is the thought of the day. Let me know what you think of my thoughts of the day. Let you know what you think of my reading videos. I will make more videos as I step out of the house. Because of the coronavirus, I've been stuck inside the house since March 2020, and this is January 2021, so that's almost 10 months. I haven't stepped out of the house, and I've been working from home like most people in the world are working from home. But as I step out of the house, I'll probably buy a what do you call that, a tripod, and make videos from different places as I travel. So that's what I really want to do. But the idea will be the same: to learn, to be happier, and to grow together. Okay, that is the fucking idea of this channel. That's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, all right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like my new glasses. I'll try to change my look every day a bit, so that you don't get bored looking at my face. I'm quite not that bad looking, by the way. I hope you agree. Thanks, bye.